I can't. The internet will go down. Switch that. Open this. Click this. Click this. Pause. Mute. All right, I've got that done. Got that done. Copy. Click this. Hey, can they go play down the street or something? Where are they at? Holy cow. I can't. The internet's terrible. It'll close the stream like it did last night. Yeah. Come hang out. We are live. Send it. All right, got that done. All right, that's switched to live chat. That's done. That's up. That's paused. All right, we don't need. Close that. All right, there we go. All right, we're up and moving. We're up and moving. I'm going to do it live at 4:20. All right, let's see. We get some people in here. I think maybe. Oh, yeah, we're in over 50 already. That's enough to say hi to people. Who we got in here? We got Ruben, we got Amber, Warren, Nick, Mac, Cav, Bear, William, Smoking, Jeremy, Pell, James, Josie, Daddy-O, Ace Smitty, Warren, Ricky Bobby, 38 Special. Woohoo! Not in the street, though. No, the kids always play in the street. We live at the end of a block. We're all the way at the bottom. They play in the street all the time. Woo, GT, it's picture day for the contest entries. That it is. That it is. Should be finishing up week 1 flower. Start of week 2. We got Moochie, Thomas, DJ, Wavy, Boot, Mac, Murloc, Reginald, Crippled, RLP, Timmy, Brandon, Chip, Steve, Reginald. Oh, I already said hi to Reginald. Got me. Blind, Local, James, KC, Coin Guy, Medshed, Blazing, Rogue, DJ 85, Bananas, Sin, F Noel, them shirts rock. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. DMT's here. And then Daniel. Woo! All right, we got quite a few people in here already. We just started too. That's cool. What's good? Oh man, not much, man. Just got went and picked up the kiddos from school and just got back. We get to stream for about all the neighborhood kids are in my backyard right now playing on the trampoline. So if you hear them, you don't hear them. But we only got about 45 minutes, then I gotta get ready for consult. Call it the pit. Yeah, it's a pit. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Can you like say something? Or shut the windows? Thank you. All the windows are open on the back of the house. It's just screaming. Everybody's like, yeah, it sounds like they're having fun. Yeah, it's my kids and then neighbors from down the block and then neighbors from across the street. They are all in the backyard, just high pitched. I guess they're having fun though, so. Oh man. Yeah, it sounds like joy. It sounds like they're having a good time. It sounds like summer break out there. That's what happens whenever we, it was like -15 last week, and It was like -15 last week, and it's been like mid-60s all this, like since like Tuesday. It's been like mid-60, mid-60, mid-60. So they've all been outside everywhere, and screaming off all that wintertime energy. Rosia. All right, we'll go with Rosia. I won't remember. I doubt I remember. I'll try to remember it, but no promises. No, Mom's not outside either. She's hanging out on the couch. She's about 10 foot away from the hidden in plain sight grow. It's like 10 foot to her right. She still doesn't know it's there. I've bought more shirts in the past 2 years than I did in the last 10. Yeah, I can see that. You know, the nice thing is though, you know, sometimes you're just getting the shirt. You know, the shirts are all cool, but a lot of times you're just getting the shirts for the free gifts that come with them, you know. So it's not like just buying a shirt. But I agree, the shirts are pretty fucking awesome. I would know. I designed them. Turn them into shop rags. Love those moments with the kids. They're great. It's just if, like during the live stream, yeah, tone down just a touch. Weather got warmer. All the snow melted and flooded my basement. Dude, that sucks. We had a basement flood not too long ago. We had a basement flood not, you know, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago now, maybe a year. I don't know. I remember when the whole basement flooded. The grow room was flooded. We got like 10 inches of rain. We got like 10 inches of rain in a 3-hour period. And it just, the whole basement was just, there was like, I opened the door in the morning to walk down it. And, you know, I was like not awake. And I was like not awake yet. And I like looked down. I'm like, what the heck's all over the floor? And, hey, see you, Warren. It was like one of those things where you're just like not awake yet, just going down to like turn everything on. And like I looked at the floor, why does the floor look like it's tiger stripe? There's like rivers. Hope you have a big doghouse. No, there's no doghouse out there. I'll just come up here and sleep in the streaming room. I've got a nice massaging leather chair right over there. It leans back, ottoman style, and it's got a footrest and stuff on it. Could you do a tour of the basement on this Sunday video? We just did a basement. We just did a video where we were in the basement in the grow room on the cola video. We were just in there not too long ago. I wear my hoodie weekly. Love the PFG Frost Monster. Thanks, man. That's what I named my new car. What's up, Canna family? Hey, what's up? What's up? There you go. Legit good quality too. Yeah, just like how soft they are. MCMOG dabs and GT. Those are probably pretty fucking strong. This winter is nuts. The morning it sounded like spring with birds chirping, and it's the middle of winter. On YouTube? Yeah, I think it was. Let me look up on my phone. I think it was called like week 7 of flower. Let me look. Let me check my Palm Pilot. Let's see. Let's go to content. I think it's definitely called View All on Videos. It's got like picture of like I've got like 3 buds like hiding the bottom half of my face. Yeah, it was just from 3 months ago. So it's called Week 7 Flower Check-In. It was age restricted, so you might not got to see it. But I've just got like 3 massive colas that I'm holding in my hand like this, and they're like covering half my face. But yeah, we were just down there. It's on YouTube. Don't know how I missed that. Well, it's not surprising. So whenever I do a video with plants in it, like you got to remember it doesn't tell anyone. Remember, I used to do those videos where I would just do like a 1-minute short. I'm like, hey, we got videos with plants up. I don't think I did it for that video, but I think that video ended up getting like only like 3,000, 3,200 views. But yeah, we just did one. Hey, what up, Gio? I got your winning pool right there for your order. Had to grow more of your grape cherry punch. Love the stuff so much. Both sprouted last night. Nice, dude. I had a grape cherry punch in the rotation for quite a long time. I was a big fan of it. Right now, dude, it's been pretty like a stable back and forth of strawberry mimosa, Spartan sour diesel, which I like so much. I just made more of, and PFG super great. It's kind of like my rotation. It's been my rotation for the last little bit here. What up, Smelly D in the house? Palm Pilot, you are old. It's from a movie. But I am old. Look at all this gray. I mean, check that out. Look at that. That's all gray. That's not blonde. That right there. It used to be all like this color, like this blonde, yellowish blonde right here. And like this section, whenever you have kids, I think that happens. Whenever you have kids, I think it activates something in you that starts turning your hair gray. So this is all gray right here. This isn't blonde. This is all gray. But yeah, it's from the, what's that? What the heck's that guy's name? It was from like a Friday movie. He's like, let me check my Palm Pilot, the guy that plays the pimp, little tiny guy. Hey, what's up, Smoke? Where can I get your gear? That's the tricky part, sir. So I make shirts every time I do a new drop or something like that. So I do a new set. I do 3 new designs every time. So this is for whenever we did rainbow. Whenever I made Rainbow Sherbert, this is the design I made for it. It's my frost giant fighting a dragon. Just something cool. Inside it, you will find hidden stuff like the words relax, calm down, and focus. And then you can see it's got my welcome to the grow tent right there hidden in the dragon scales. But, just very cool. The tricky part is I don't usually tell people whenever the merch store goes live. The merch store will only go live for about anywhere from 3 to 7 days. And then I close it and I never make the designs again. The only way to know when the merch store is going to go live is to go over and join the membership page over at WTTGT. That's the only time you'll know. Unless we're doing a collaboration like the one we just did, and that's why I told people on YouTube about it. But generally, I don't tell anybody. I think it's kind of cool that only certain people can find them. But I do have people, they literally check every Friday. They check and see if the merch store, if it has merch in it, and they just, they don't want to sign up. They just literally check the website every Friday, and you're going to put that kind of effort in. I guess more power to you. JT, what's your favorite part about what you do? I don't know. I'd probably say talking to everybody. Like, this has been really fun hanging out every day with everybody. But I'd probably say like doing the consults. I think my favorite part is watching people's progression, from like where they started to like where they are now. Yeah, Cat Williams. That's his name. But yeah, he said it in a movie. It was one of the Friday movies. He's like, let me check my Palm Pilot. But I think probably watching people's progression, like people that they originally were like, oh, I'm never going to be able to get this, or this is all so confusing. And like watching those people's grows, because some of these people have been with me for, years at a time. And some of them are some of the best growers ever now. And watching these people progress from being so confused, they didn't know which way to go. They were spending tons of money on equipment and stuff like that. And they were just extremely confused about it, to watching them all the different steps like click into place, and they're like, oh my God, I understand it. I see it now. And watching how easy it becomes for them. It's been one of those, that's probably been my favorite part of it, just from the day-to-day stuff, is just watching people get better. So, so that part's really cool. That's probably my favorite part. You big worm. We need a list of flower times for your different bird food. So they're generally all going to be in the 8 to 9 week. You'll have a couple that are into the 10 week. But what you have to mainly realize is it's a lot more dependent on you as a grower than anything else. You know, if you're constantly stunting them or slowing them down, it's going to take longer. That's why the best way to do this is, you know, I can give you a rough estimate, but I don't know how you grow. You know what I mean? I don't know how you grow, so I can't give you. Everybody everybody's like, I don't understand why you just don't put this like on the pack, because it's like, it would be a lie. Like, I could put whatever fuck I wanted on there. It doesn't mean it's true, because I don't know how you grow. I don't know the system you grow in. I don't know your skill level as a grower. Like, if you're constantly stalling them and stunting them and slowing them down because you're abusing them, because you're a new person. That's what new people do. It happens all the time. It's nothing against you. And then I tell you it's 8 weeks and you've been constantly hurting them and slowing them down, and you go to 8 weeks and you check them and all the trichomes are still clear. You know, the best way to see how long it's going to take is you get your loop out, and I don't start checking mine until I get to about week 6. As soon as I get towards like the middle of week 6, I'm getting my jeweler's loop out, and I'm going to check the trichomes. And if they're all still clear at week 6, I know I'm going to at least be going to week 9 of flower. On the other hand, if I check them at the end of week 6 and they're clear with some cloudy, I know I have an 8 week. Just the same as if I go to week 7, I get to the end of week 7 and I check week 7, they're all still clear. I'm like, okay, we're at least at a 10 week. You know, so I can tell you whatever you'd want to hear. It doesn't mean it would be an honest answer. But, you know, like all that crap that people put on these packages, they're just, it may have been that for them, but it might not be that for you. My daughter asked me one time why I had gray hair. I said, funny fact, I didn't have any till you. See, that's exactly right. I think it's something about having a kid activates the gray hair, because this all used to be like this color, and now it looks like that. Please, I want your gear. I'll buy a t-shirt. Well, the t-shirts, the last t-shirts, the store just closed this past Sunday. So it's going to be, I don't know, I probably, we've got a pretty big holiday coming up in our community. So I would probably join the membership page before then. You get tons of other benefits before then too. So, but man, did I finalize an order on some really cool crap that people have been asking about. And I'm not telling. I don't even know if I'll tell till the store goes live. Maybe they'll just be there. And it's not fucking hats. You got a cool thing going on, GT. It's an amazing resource for the ages. Hey, thank you. You helped me out so much, GT. Hey, thank you. That's what it's for. I hesitate to use the new ACI AI controller, learning a lot at the moment because I'm a noob. I'm just not a fan of letting other things do the work for you before you know how to do it. Like, if you know how to do all this stuff already, yeah, great, automate all of it. But if you're still learning, I just think it's better to, get your hands in there and learn it. Oh, I stunt these all the time over water. Yep. See, that's exactly my point. So I could write that shit on there and be like, yeah, this is 8 weeks. And then you cut it down in 8 weeks and it wasn't ready yet. And I don't think it's worth it to print that on there, and it's just not real. I would rather teach you how to look at the plant and be like, oh yeah, these are going to definitely be ready. I'm looking at them week 6. These are definitely going to be ready by week 8. Or these are definitely going to need to go out a few more weeks. And so I could write, what did Tommy Boy say? I could put a guarantee on a box of crap if you want me to, but it doesn't mean it's any good. Something like that. I don't know. I haven't seen Tommy Boy in a long time, but it's kind of like the same kind of quote. I just assume they all take 10 weeks. I guess you could do it that way. But you don't want to do it that way if you don't want like a ton of amber and they were going to be done at 8 weeks, and you give them an extra half month. I got a shirt and a slap last drop. Thanks for making it public. Looking to join soon. Hey, I appreciate it there, Urban. Yeah, because I don't tell everybody all the time. You know, most of the drops, I think we maybe tell one. I think we maybe tell about one drop a year, and we already did it for the year, so I wouldn't expect too many more. Where I would announce it, unless you're on the membership page, because then you know about all of them. Hey GT, when's the last time you should top your plants? Thank you for all your help. Hey Josie, so the last time you're gonna top before you go into flower, you should give them at least a week break. So anytime you do any kind of high stress training, whether it's topping, fimming, super cropping, anything of the sort, you want to give the plant at least a 1 week break before you transition it into flower. Now, if you're doing low stress training, you don't have to do that because it doesn't put the plant through much, but I don't do too much low stress training in veg. I'm a very aggressive believer in high stress training these plants. Hey, what's up, High Dog? You can guess all you want. I'm not telling. You'll have to wait till April. Because I'm not telling. Same, I have a full automation. I don't use it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I want to be the grow the plants. I don't want to hand off like the credit to something else. TJ, I need help. Can you please give me some advice? Of course I can. That's why we do these lives. Can you please give me some advice? What causes the hairs on my buds to turn red? No herms, no males have pollinated. I also have a decent dryback, so I don't overwater. Help. Hey, TJ, that is a great question. And I don't think we've actually talked about it for a while. So those white hairs everywhere, those are actually the hairs that in the wild or whenever you're doing it, those are the parts that actually catch the pollen. So those white hairs, and a funny thing, your plant will actually make those white hairs its entire life. So those white hairs, the pistil hairs, they sit out like this, and they have like little fingers that go all up and down the edges of them, and they're made to catch pollen. And they have 2 stages to their life. They have white and then red or orange or whatever color they happen to turn. Sometimes they turn pink, sometimes they turn brown, sometimes they turn red, sometimes they turn orange. So they have 2 stages. Whenever they are white, they are viable and available to catch pollen, or they have another one where they just turn that orangish reddish, which means they have died. They are no longer able to catch pollen. And they can die for a few different reasons, and it's not anything bad that you're doing. The first one that they can die from is actually damaged. So what you'll tend to find is the plants that are like close to like your fans, a lot of times those red pistil hairs will die before the rest of them because just the wind blowing them back and forth. It's a living thing, so it can't handle the constant stress of if you have a fan strong enough to go through the whole tent, you get leaf damage and those pistil hairs get damaged. Just a normal aspect of it. They also can age out. So as the plant ages, the pistil hairs that were around for the first week of flower, for the second-ish week of flower, I mean, it's in the second week of flower, those, they don't last forever, just like the fan leaves. They don't last forever. And the plants, the pistil hairs, they can just age out. And then they just naturally turn that reddish orange color. It's a normal part of this biology is those little things just age out. And they'll die off or turn orange, or they could have been pollinated. If you pollinate the plant, those little white pistil hairs turn orange because they've done their job and they don't need to survive anymore. They've grabbed pollen, pulled it in, to the center of the calyx, and then they relax back out and they die. So that can be a reason. But the cool part is if you keep flowering them out, you'll grow more white pistil hairs. Generally, we cut them down before we see a bunch of that. But that's the thing is you're not doing it. Doesn't necessarily mean you're doing anything wrong whenever those die. It's a natural part of that plant's progression. It's one of the reasons, like the canopy starts falling apart when we're getting into week 7 and week 8. We didn't do anything wrong. The plant is just naturally aging out. A 90-year-old doesn't look as good as a 21-year-old. You have to think of it that way. It's just in a way shorter time frame, because once the plants hit flower, they've lit their fuse. They're heading towards the end of their life, and it's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's just you've triggered a series of events. Whenever you flip them in the flower, they're heading towards the end. They have to go through all their stages before the winter hits, because they're all going to die as soon as the winter hits anyway. So you've triggered a response that you've set off a chain of dominoes once you go into flower. I wouldn't tell you even if you guessed. So what was the big deal about joining the VIP last week? I don't know. I'm singing everything today. Just be curious. It has to do with the amount of free gifts that you get. That's what it is. It's a lot different if you aren't VIP versus are VIP. It's a lot different, the amount you get. So definitely worth it. I've seen it 1,000 times. Yeah, from Tommy Boy. If I've seen it once, I've seen it 1,000 times. Hey, Ozzy. Can a female grow both flower and bird food without harming or being pollinated? Hey, Frost, will you send me an email too, buddy? I need you to, on the group page, will you send me a private message? I need to double check your shipping address. I realized I didn't 100% have it. I want to make sure it's correct. So send me a message on the group page. Can a female grow both flower and bird food without being hermed or pollinated? So there's kind of two answers to this, but the main answer is actually yes. They can do this. They go through a process called rhodonization. So if you let the plant go through flower long enough and you don't give them any pollen, they can actually have nice big buds because they'd be towards the end of their flowering cycle. And if we let them go on long enough, they can actually start making non-hermed, or where it carries that genetic material or that genetic message for them to herm into flower. They can actually won't put that into the pollen, so the plant can actually pollinate itself, and it won't. That's a real way of making feminized seeds, is because the plant did it itself through a process called rhodonization. It wasn't through a process of you're abusing it and caused it to herm, which then made it pollinate itself, and all of those seeds will carry the herm trait. No, Bear, it's not too late, buddy. Just send me a message over on To The Grow Tent, or not To The Grow Tent, over on the website, bro. Just send me a message. I get you taken care of, brother. That's the nice part about being a VIP, is I take care of you. But yeah, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Just send me a message. I get you hooked up, brother. Woo! I made it. I use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid, listen to GT. That's a good way to do it. Hey, welcome to the Grow Tent. What do you think about magnesium Epsom salt in soil? So yeah, it's magnesium sulfate is the exact same thing as Epsom salt. It's just think of it as like a granular version of it. I don't put it in the soil though. I mix it into the water, let it dilute, and then I apply it. And you're looking to keep it around 200-ish ppm whenever you're doing it. Hiya, GT. Got any early 420-day plans? Of course. It has to involve something in this case. And he wears these glasses. And he always gets me in trouble on 420. So yes, we have plans. The free gift's well worth it. You won't be disappointed. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for all your help with everything. Of course, Cody. Cody, did we get you into the website yet? Did we get you in there yet? It's been driving me crazy. Did we get you in or not? I thought we did. If not, I got to send the IT guy another message. Woo, what's up, GT Grow family? Thanks for the consult earlier today, GT. Yeah, it was a great talking to you, buddy. You were my third consult this morning already, and that was at 9 a.m. No, Bear, it is not too late, brother. Not for a VIP. I got you, homie. Just send me a message over at the WTTGT website. I was just wondering what's with the engine starting sound. Oh, that's my on my phone. It's the sound of a turbo blow-off valve anytime I get a text message. I used to have it to where it would do it on emails too, but I get way too many emails to leave it on because it would just be going off all day. So it's just for text messages. When I get a text message, that goes off. Bum, 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 bum. What's your thoughts on the new soil moisture meter? I don't know. I don't run any of that stuff, man. I don't think you need any of it, but you know, if you can get it, go ahead. I don't do it. Which one is currently easier to grow for beginner, autos or photos? Well, I don't know. I think my answer will probably be pretty biased because I don't really like auto flowers for beginners. They've made a lot of advancements with them. I just don't like them because they're not consistent. So you can you can plant 3 of them, you can treat them all the same, and they end up looking 3 different ways. And so you never know what you did right versus what you did wrong. You know what I mean? And even if you grew them all right and perfectly, they turn out just a little bit different. I don't know. You can grow them if you want. I don't know. I just don't. I think new people should learn how to grow the photos. The autos do nothing besides they switch themselves into flower faster. You don't want that whenever you're a beginner. You want to control everything. You want to control when they go from veg to flower. You know what I mean? Like if you mess them up, which you're going to when you're new, you're going to mess this up. It's just part of it. That's how it's one of the ways we learn is we mess up. And you don't want to send them into flower when you've just messed them up. You know what I mean? It's going to cost you a bunch of yield, especially with an auto. Where with a photo, if you mess it up, you can just keep it in veg and let it go longer. You know what I mean? What type of battle testing do you do before releasing? So most of it is I put it through a torture chamber, and it's all given away for free. So it's one of those things where I torture test them. I got a torture chamber that we call it, and it's a 6x4. We run too much light, we overwater them, we underwater them, we give them too much food, all that kind of stuff. But I don't ever sell any of my stuff, so. Let's hit that like button. Yes, my order is in. Okay, perfect. Good. What is the soil ppm range that you suggest for starting flower? I like to be around, it depends. Are we doing liquid nutrients that we've poured into an inert? I always hate that people ask me a specific question and then I can't just give you, oh, this is the exact answer. It's because there's so many variables, because there's so many different ways to grow this plant. I don't want to say something like, yes, this is a fact. And then people are like, oh, I did that with my inert cocoa grow, you lying piece of crap. I made it 2,400 ppm and it burned all my stuff up when I put all my liquid nutrients in there. I mean, I have to kind of try to tailor my answer for, because I don't know what everybody's growing in. And if I don't know all the variables to the question, it makes it, I don't know, it makes my brain run down like 10 different railroad tracks at the same time. I'm like, well, no, if you answer it this way, then you have to say this, and then you have to say this. If you're growing in soil and you're checking the runoff, I like to be around 22 to 2400 runoff ppm at the start. If you're running inerts, then somewhere around the 12, more somewhere more around the 1500 ppm. Sorry. I hate that I can't, it like annoys me that I can't just be like, oh, you asked this question, here's the exact answer. You sure do get a few in your PO box. Dude, my PO box is ridiculous. Like, people think it's so funny to send me autos to my PO box. It's like, GT hates autos. Let's send them to him. I never said I can't grow them. I like photos, you know, just like one of those things. Like, we all have our preferences, and I like photos. I can grow the crap out of autos. I'm just not a fan of them for new people. And I like having more control over my plant. Photos equal more time to stop sucking. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Blueberry spacewalk is smelling amazing in veg. I can't wait, dude. That was one of the ones where the wife's like, you can grow that as much as you want. She's like, it smells like breakfast. She goes, that literally smells like blueberry waffles. Yes. Oh. We're on Joe's Diner today, I guess, for humming. You're right. Autos are finicky. I have 2 OGs and it's finished already, and the other's slow fuck. That's like what I'm talking about. Like, if you're a new grower and you're like trying to learn this and like trying to take notes, how are you supposed to take notes on that? You know, how are you supposed to take notes on what you did right or what you did wrong if the plants in your tin are acting differently? That's the only part I don't. That's the main part I don't like about it, is because you don't know. Okay. Yeah, you got to do it, not just read about it. You know, as humans, we learn like hands-on. That's how we learn. That's how a lot of us learn. Hey, GT, if we grow a sativa dominant, does it take a month or so longer than them to finish? It's generally it's about 3 weeks-ish. Got to run. Hey, Ed, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Thanks for the thoughtful answer, GT. You know, I wish I could be less thoughtful and just give you guys straight answers, because I know it actually aggravates a lot of people. I mean, I appreciate that you enjoyed the more thorough answer, but it actually, a lot of people get really aggravated with it. Like, I get a lot of hate mail, just people like, just say an exact answer. Yep. Getting alerts now for consult coming up. They're like, just give me an exact answer. I'm like, well, just tell me what you're doing. I'll give you an exact answer. I was like, but I can't give you an exact answer to a vague question. So true, brother. Captain Arrogant here. I did my first grow auto. Wasn't perfect, yet came out pretty darn good. So my second grow, current one. Well, nice. I was freaking out because I was seeing no herms, nanners, and my was developing feed and was around my other females. Show no sign of feed developing. Okay, yeah, there you go. No info is better than bad info. There you go. Anybody sending you hate mail is crazy. Oh, then you definitely wouldn't have wanted to see my email from back in the day, like whenever I started the channel with the kind of shit I was saying. Because I'm saying the same stuff now that I was saying back then, but it was blasphemy, the kind of stuff that I still say today that I was saying back then. It was blasphemy. You know, the kind of stuff I was saying, like especially with watering and feeding and light intensity. I would have people book consults just to yell at me. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's just put your plants up and let's see what they look like. do they look better than what my plants look like? And the answer was never. Not once was it a yes. I was like, brother, I was like, your plant is 9 or 10 weeks old and it's 7 inches tall with no branches. Have you seen my tints? They're all on the videos. Have you seen them? Because they don't look like that. So why are you fighting when I'm saying so hard? Because that's what everybody says. Why are you saying what I'm saying is wrong when your plants don't look anything like mine? And I actually got quite a few people, but the hate mail that we get was tremendous. But I actually got quite a few people. I was like, look, if you book a consult and your growing is working better for you, if mine doesn't start to show results almost immediately, like within 2 weeks, they'd stop poisoning their plants, they backed off the water, and they turned their light down. And like fucking magic, as soon as you stop poisoning them, the plant would just start growing. And they'd never seen their plants grow like that. And they were just like, holy shit, this guy actually might be onto something. All of this other noise that I've been hearing forever with this is the way you grow, none of this was correct because my plant wouldn't react to it. I started listening to this jerk off on YouTube who's talking crazy, and the plants just started growing. I got a lot of people that converted over just because they were like, I've never seen the plants grow like this. Like, yeah, you're not poisoning them anymore. The amount of nonsense that used to be on, that like sprouted off on these, on shows, on videos, it was just insanity. It was just crazy. It would be too late for the t-shirts because those are pre-ordered, but we do have a bunch of stickers, tint slaps, as the cool kids call them, and other stuff that is on there. But it is too late for the t-shirts. But there's always a new drop of t-shirts coming up. It's just, I think the t-shirts are cool that you can only get them once and then you can never get the designs again. But I make 3 new designs every single time I do a drop. So because you went against the money machine. That was exactly what it was. Because I don't want to spend my last 3 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes on the show talking about the way it used to be. It was super annoying the way it used to be back then. Ruben says, look, man, hand on the Bible. GT, I'm cherishing these last 2 live streams you're making. God knows God knows whenever you're going to do this again. Please bring back coffee mugs. Coffee mugs are definitely going to be coming. There are no exact answers unless you know all the data. This is what I try to tell people all the time. And then the data is skewed from, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's always my thing is I look at things in a very analytical way. So if you tell me, if you ask a question, I want to make sure it's the correct information. I just don't want to give you a bunch of bullshit that, I could do that super easy. I'm like, oh yeah, just blah, 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 blah. But what good does that do you? That doesn't do you any good. I want you to get better at this. I want you to get good at this. And what good it would be lying to you to make just give you an answer to get you off the phone. That doesn't do anything. That didn't help me. That didn't help you. I want you to be really good at this. You complete me? Thanks, man. GT, I am one of those. My results drastically changed after watching and applying what you did. See, that's how I would get people back in the day. I'm like, it was like, people were like, that doesn't make any sense what you're saying. Everyone knows you water every day, you fed every time that you water, and everyone knows you keep the light 12 inches off the top of the plant and you turn them up to 100% in flower. Everyone knows this. What are you talking about? And it wasn't real. None of that was right. None of it worked. It was just a trick to get you to use more nutrients and to constantly upsell you on stronger lights with different spectrums and all this other Stupid shit. Well, I have cute dwarf bonsais. Very nice. I was looking, other than consults, is the VIP much more advantage than the regular? Yeah, because you get free gifts with the VIP. Yeah, it's that's probably the most important part. Make tint glasses, bro. I need tint glasses just for in here. I need tint glasses just for this freaking light, so I can stop. I don't have to wear this hat all the time. Bro, he's doing this again next month. The daily live streams never end. No, I can't. Dude, I can't believe tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last. We made it. Tomorrow's the last live stream in a row. I can't believe we did the whole month. Like, whenever I said it, I was like, oh my God, why would I do that? I was like, every day? I was like, that's so much work. But it's been crazy. It made me realize how much I like just hanging out and talking with you guys. The t-shirt designs are always dope. Makes me feel like you had a background with graffiti. I like the graffiti stuff. Hell yeah, t-shirts are the shit. Oh man, all right, we're over our 45 minutes and I gotta get ready for another consult. I'm doubling down the cash too. Oh, it's coming. All right, you guys, if a VIP order sticker, of course. Guys, I want you guys all to have a fantastic week. Remember, tomorrow at 4:20 or 4:30, depends on if I got to pick up one of the kids from school or not, our last live stream, day 28 of 28 in a row, is tomorrow, the finale. I can't believe we did a full freaking month of content every day. It's crazy. You guys, make sure you come hang out tomorrow. Come hang out with me on a Friday night. It'll be a good time. I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here.